Hello and welcome to Endnotes, a supplemental bi-weekly series from the Erie Reader, courtesy of Menagerie Studio, coming at you pretty much live from the historic Renaissance Center. All right, let's really own September here, people. We've got this. First off, all weekend you have the Highland Games at Edinburgh University for some Scottish fun that will be excellent in that borough. Also, it's time again for the fall edition of Arts and Drafts at the Brewery at Union Station with local art and bands Thursday, Friday, and Saturday going on all weekend. Friday is also the opening of Stupid Fucking Bird at Dramashop, the modern Chekhov-inspired play that will run every Friday and Saturday until September 23rd. More on that little birdie later. And heavy metal hitters, heavy metal hitters, Miss May I will be at Basement Transmissions along with Ice Nine Kills, Capsize, Lorna Shore, and locals Ashes of a Generation, Mallory Run, and Raven's Law. It'll also be one of your last chances to have some fun at this wonderful venue, Bobby's Place, as members of 40 Rust will host the final open jam that night before the venue closes its doors later this month. So stop on down there. And also, Sleuth will be running at All Enact Theater in its final week this Friday and Saturday and Sunday afternoon as well. And Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band will hit the downstairs of the King's Rook Club. The Booming Blues Trio will take the stage at 10 p.m. sharp with the Broke Bolin Band and Matt Texter finishing out the night. So check that out. They are pretty darn good. On Saturday at 10 a.m., the 19th Annual Leaf Festival will get underway at the Lake Erie Arboretum at Frontier. That's what LEAF stands for, just so you know. And the Barber Beast on the Bay will start bright and early at 6 a.m. at Presque Isle. So get ready for that. Also, the Old Town Porch Fest will get started at 1 p.m. with multiple intimate stages set up in the area around West 9th Street. And September 9th will mark the kickoff of the 37th Annual Canterbury Feast at the Station Dinner Theater. That venerable musical comedy will run for 10 weeks into November. Also, that Saturday, Funk You will be at the King's Rook Club, and Crush will be at Coconut Joe's. So check that out. There's plenty to do. And the Erie Chamber Orchestra will be at the First Presbyterian Church of the Covenant. So you get some various genres. It's great. Meanwhile, on Sunday evening, the Stephen Trotsky Trio with Tony Gray and Ian Maciak will be out at Calamari's Back Deck for their excellent new Sunday music series. So let's fly around back and talk a little bit more about a certain play at a certain theater, precisely 10 floors below where we are now. I just want to warmly welcome Artistic Director of Dramashop, Zach Flock.
Hey Nick, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. So we're talking about this play. First off, Stupid Bird.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. We're talking about Stupid Bird, which is opening at Dramashop on Friday. So we're very excited about that.
And as I mentioned, this is kind of a loose adaptation of Anton Chekhov's The Seagull. Is that correct?
Yeah, the author actually describes it as sort of inspired by The Seagull. So yeah, it is a very loose adaptation. If you know the source material, I think that it adds to the experience, but I also think you don't need to know anything about Chekhov to really enjoy the show.
Right, kind of like when you guys did Women,
the
kind of girls' take on
Little Women.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So certainly the characters might seem familiar if you know the source material, but like I said, you will not have a hard time following it.
It's fun enough, and it's also like wildly different and modernized.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's music involved.
There's music, the accompaniment provided by the wonderful Nick Warren. So there are 3 songs that are a part of the show, but it's not a musical, just a few musical highlights.
Kind of thrown in there a little
exactly,
bit,
yeah.
And who is involved in this production?
The play stars Michael Hawes as Khan. He's the main character.
Okay.
He's a director and writer who is producing a show called Stupid bird. So there's a little bit of meta action going on.
Yes.
Paula Barrett plays his mother,
Okay.
who's an actress. Paula is kind of one of the well-known mainstays of Erie Theater. She's incredible to work with, so we're lucky to have her back on our stage. And also Elena Manchester stars as well. She's an MFA actress, grew up here in Erie, and has worked professionally. Went to grad school in Florida, and so yeah, it's a pretty all-star cast that we're excited about.
And you were directing this? Is that
Yes,
correct?
yep,
Okay.
I directed
So
this one.
make that sure. And yeah, so you've been with Dramashop from the very beginning. Obviously, one of the founders. If for those listening that aren't as familiar with Dramashop, can you just tell us a little bit about the history, the founding, and the kind of core ideas of it?
Yeah, absolutely. So we started back in 2011. It was pretty much a group of young theater practitioners who kind of felt like there was something missing in the Erie market. We unfortunately saw the closing of the Roadhouse Theater, the Director's Circle. So a lot of those kind of alternate venues had gone away.
And the Director's Circle was
actually in the space where we are now. Yeah,
that's the second floor of the Renaissance building.
that's right here in the Ren Center.
I remember the first time I went to the Director's Circle Theater, I was just like, I just had no idea that there was a theater like in this building.
Yeah,
like,
and we get that a lot. I mean, we are a small group, obviously,
Yeah.
so we rely a lot on word of mouth, not a huge marketing budget. So yeah, a lot of people are kind of discovering us over the past few years, and our audience is growing, and we hope it continues to grow.
yeah, because you guys put on some of like the more like cutting edge, like new avant-garde kind of like stuff that you haven't really heard of.
Right, we kind of describe ourselves as sort of the off-Broadway to the Erie Playhouse's Broadway.
Right,
so
right.
you get that mainstay, family-friendly, big productions that the Playhouse does that we're never going to touch. We couldn't do it if we wanted to.
Right.
And we really focus in on those smaller works that mostly are ones that most folks probably have never heard of, like Stupid F***ing Bird. And really, like most of our season this year is probably
Right.
stuff that, unless you're a theater geek like us, you probably don't know.
Yeah, and speaking of the next season, can you give us a little sneak preview of what's going
Absolutely.
on?
Yeah, so we do 4 main stage shows each season. So Stupid F***ing Bird is the first of this season. We'll follow that up with a 2-person show called Heisenberg.
Okay.
It's by the author of the play The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, which, believe it or not, is one that some people have heard of.
yeah.
So
Sure,
we're looking forward to that 2-person show. Yeah, you know it, definitely.
Yeah.
Then after the start of the new year, we'll be opening a play called Mr. Burns, a post-electric play,
Okay.
which takes some scenarios, some storylines from The Simpsons, and kind of imagines them in a post-apocalyptic kind of society.
I love that.
Yeah, it's really cool, really interesting. You kind of have to see it to get it, but it's a very cool show. And then the final main stage production will be a play called Here, which deals with some transgender issues, a soldier returning from war, dealing with post-traumatic stress, a lot of really topical, really timely issues in that one.
Excellent.
So that's the main stage season. Then we also do 2 staged readings over the course of the year. Those are free productions. The cast actually uses scripts and reads directly from the script to the audience. We'll be doing Clean House by Sarah Rule.
Okay.
And we will also be doing Circle Mirror Transformation by Annie Baker. So
Okay.
all really outstanding shows. You can find out more at dramashop.org.
Yeah, they're literally all worth checking out. Every time I hear like a Dramashop production, I'm like, what is this one about? And I'm like, that is cool.
Yeah. One of the
They're
things that
smart, intelligent, like
Yeah.
you know.
And one of the things that we love is that a lot of people who come to our shows regularly tell us they never know what the shows are going to be, but they know that they're going to be done well. I mean,
Right.
we work very hard and we do everything we can to make sure that we're putting on quality productions and that we're giving people, another alternative option for theater in Erie.
Absolutely. And then, so Stupid Bird opens the season, correct?
Yep.
And the opening show will be Friday.
Friday night,
And you can catch Pine Diary playing.
That's right.
If you want to.
pre-show reception at
Yeah.
7 with Pine Diary.
It's the singer's birthday, so stop out. Get your tickets now because they're actually going pretty fast.
That's right. As of this filming, we were down to about 15 tickets left, and we're a small venue,
and
so they go
hopefully
fast.
you will buy one right now.
That's
And you
right.
can do that at dramashop.org.
That's it.
And just PayPal it. So easy. Wonderful people. You will get hooked on Dramashop. Trust me. I'm not the only one. A lot of my friends have been. Anyone who's gone there for like the first time has pretty much returned that I know about. Zach, I just want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
For coming on the show. And up next, I want to welcome our musical guest, Jesse Michael, who will be playing at Arts and Drafts on Friday at 6 p.m. So if you're fast enough, you can catch both of these things tonight. He will be finishing up around 6:45, and so he's going to take us out tonight. And I just want to thank everyone for watching, tuning in, downloading, doing whatever you're doing, and just I want to thank Menagerie Studio and remind all of you that if you have an event that you want to be talked about or in our pages for our calendar, go to earreader.com and the calendar page and say, submit an event to the Erie Reader, and it will be done. So thank you, have a wonderful September, and I'll see you soon in 2 weeks. Ha ha! Bye.
And I need some friends to hold. It's not that I don't want to walk with you, I'm just afraid I can't stand up. Down now, far behind, to the sound of your silence. I don't need anything just to stop this madness. But put the fires out on long. Put the fires out on long. Time now, far between anyone and anything. Well, I guess I need rather be more than just in between. Put the fires out on long. Put the fires out on long. And I know I'm doing it wrong. Mine is a rolling song, and I need some friends to hold. Not that I don't want to walk with you, I'm just afraid I can't stand up. Mine is a rolling song, and I need some friends to hold. It's not that I don't want to walk with you, I'm just afraid I can't stand up. Yeah.